Here we go. Let's go! Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Now this is an unboxing first on this channel specifically. We made a channel specifically just for Gundam TCG. We do have a main channel that we do a lot of live streaming, but I wanted to do some Gundam TCG since that's something I've been doing a lot more lately. We were able to get our hands on some boxes, and I want to go ahead and unbox that for you guys. Now something that I've been very, very excited for recently is actually the CB deck specifically. We got the starter deck. Most of the cards in my deck are blinged out, so we are trying to get max rarity and kind of play a little bit more and play test it and understand it. Now in my other videos and my duels, if you guys want to go ahead and check out, I did some duels with CBs before the actual GD03 release. Now that it is released, we will be updating and changing that deck as well. So stay tuned if you want to see a CB deck specifically. And we kind of go over some archetypes and what is good, what is not good, what is situational, stuff like that. Some people have asked me in the comments, some people have messaged me privately. So we might be looking into kind of doing a breakdown specifically on CB. Now I'm excited to just have new cards to build with. There's a lot of new archetypes that is going to be getting a huge buff with this set. Barbatos, Zaf, you have a lot of freedom and white. You have obviously CBs and even Wing getting some love there as well. Kshatriya, all that. Everyone is getting pretty much a good buff when it comes to this. So I'm pretty excited that we have new cards. So I mentioned that I would unbox 3 because we did get a pre-order of 3. I decided to take my chance this morning and go to one of my local TCGs, and we were able to get a box. And when we unboxed the box, these were my pulls, which I was super excited for. This is my cards that I'm currently looking for in my deck specifically. I am looking for Trans Am Plus, and I'm also looking for Look of Determination cards that is going to be in my CB deck. So I'm super excited because I got what I wanted, and this was my SP. So I'm pretty happy that I got an SP. Now if we can get more SPs, that'd be even great. But I want to go ahead and let's get right into this video. This video will be kind of long. We're going to be unboxing 3 boxes here specifically. Now I'm not going to go too crazy into it when it comes to the actual pulls, like the LRs and the rares and stuff like that. I will take a look at them, but then we're going to kind of speed run because again we got 3 that we have to unbox. So with that being said, we're going to head and bring the boxes to the side so that they don't interfere here, and go ahead and start opening up. Now go ahead and bring one of my kitchen knives, a little knife here for that, and we're going to unbox this. Again, I'm pretty excited for this. This box set has a lot of cards that I kind of want to mess around with. I was messing around with blue purple Barbatos, and now with a lot of Barbatos stuff inside here. The blue purple side looks really good, but also even the purple white side. So I'm kind of excited to also work on that. Also excited to see Titan stuff. There's just so much stuff inside here that I'm just super duper excited for when it comes to it. So we were able to get 3 for a pre-order from one of our stores. Now, it's kind of a little far away, but we were able to secure 3, and that's all kind of what I wanted to get was 3. So I'm kind of excited about that. Now, when it comes to the channel, we will be doing some more Gundam related stuff. Got a few subscribers, so I do appreciate you guys. So we're gonna do some more unboxing if more stuff comes out. On top of that, I kind of want to look into doing the archetype build down because a lot of people have asked about that, and I think it's really good because there's certain things and tips and tricks that I've noticed while playing with CB, even before the actual GD03 came out, that I noticed that there are some tips and tricks when it comes to it. I'm having a really tough time with these packs here specifically. All right. So we're going to have like a huge pile of stuff. So we're just going to go ahead. Like I said, nothing crazy. We're going to really focus on the rares. So we have Zadra. It is an X rounder for Vegan. That's our rare. And we also have Gundam Barbatos Adapt. Something that will be added to my my Barbatos deck. So everything else we're going to put on the side. We'll leave rares right here for now. And let's keep going into it. But yeah, I want to look into doing more Gundam related stuff. I'm trying to learn more about the game to be better with the game, learn better moves, better styles, better understanding of the meta, and also just being able to discuss with other people. The community has been really great, especially my local area, and I kind of want to keep working with that. So we got this Titan one, which something that I might look into, because this Titan one, Harabi, if you have 2 or more Titans units in play, choose one unit with 5 or less HP and rest it. Something that I'm going to probably be looking into. And we also got the Death Scythe Hell there as well. So yeah, there'll be definitely more stuff we can do for Gundam related stuff. I might even do some, Mobile Suit Arenas stuff as well. But I'm more of a we kind of need that. I'm more of a physical person. Like, I like to play with my cards physically. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. Hey, wow. Look at that. You couldn't ask for a better sequence. We got the pilot, Paptimus, and we got the O. So our first LR we have here is the O. And obviously the pilot as well, which is pretty cool. I'm going to take a look at that because I believe technically from my other box, I did get the O before. So this will add to that as well. So we're going to put the LRs there, and we will probably put the rares. We'll leave it over here. So something I'm going to look into as well is Titans. But I felt like I've gotten so many cards, it has so many options to make decks, that I kind of need to cut back and kind of really need to focus on 1 or 2 decks, which is why I'm looking into like specifically only CB, and just fine-tuning it. Once I fine tune it, then I will start looking elsewhere. Aerostrike Gundam, here we go. This is the one you can also get for while you're playing your local tournaments. You can get the alternate art for there. And then we have a pilot here. So there goes that. We're going to try to see if we can do some more locals. The problem is, with the timing of this month coming up, there's a lot going on personally. We might be looking to moving. We have other events and projects that we are doing on our main channels. So it's really tough to kind of be keeping up with it and doing some local tournaments. And I want to also do some duels, but I do need to get permission from the store owner just to make sure that it's okay to do that. Here is the Zaku 2 and Reilu Kasei, which is the pilot for Providence Gundam. So I gotta get permission. We can bring this whole setup that I have. I have the camera like you saw. We're gonna try to fine tune it. If I can bring my stuff and they're okay with it, we can set up some duels and do some local stuff there, some friendly matches. I know some people might not want to be on camera and stuff like that, so that's why I want to be respectful, but it also is not my place, so I want to we got the O alternate art and Awakening Power. So we got our first alternate art from this, and it is the O, which is pretty darn cool. And for those who don't know about this specific art, it does go along with the GD02 art, which is Quebly, and the unit is popping up in my head. I can't remember the name, but all the alternate art, all 3 kind of pair together, which is really cool from the actual thing. And here's another LR. Okay, now we're getting our LRs with the token in the back. We have the Jupiterus as the base and Age Gundam as well. So we're gonna put we'll put this over here right now. It is cool to have the O. I haven't had a chance to really look into the card. I know a lot of the Titan stuff seem to now be working specifically with Jupiter's traits only. So we're gonna take a look to see if that's something that we can, splash into like a Psycho deck, or do we need to now make a separate Titan deck specifically? All right, so that we have Gundam Gujin Rebake Full City, and we have another LR. We have the Camper, so we're going to ahead and put that there, and there are there as well. I'm pretty sure the Full City might be a good card. I haven't really looked into it much. I just saw that there is more barbatos support, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think the only thing is the pilot. I think a lot of people have mentioned not the greatest pilot. It doesn't have a lot of good traits right now. Not traits, but a good amount of cards you can utilize the pilot for. Akihiro. So we'll see if we get some more support when it comes to that. Try not to give... Ooh, we needed that. Look at the termination. Awesome. This is our third one because we got a regular rare and then we have the alternate art specifically. I'm looking for another alternate art and hopefully we can get, again, Trans Am specifically as well. So we're going to put that there. And because I need this, I'm actually going to put this on the side right here just so that I can remember that it is there for myself. Because again, if I don't get the alternate art right now, I want to be able to put it in my deck and be able to play test that. Because I kind of have an idea already what I wanted to do. I've been playtesting against other people that I know. And I've been playtesting against AI, and I've kind of find a good build that I personally like. But with the GD03 meta, I feel like it changes a lot. Hey, we got normal Trans Am. Okay, this is pretty nice. I want the alternate art, obviously. But we got normal Trans Am, which again, we're going to add it to our deck. If we don't get the alternate art, eventually we will get the alternate art. But currently, that is my second one. I have one alternate art, as you saw earlier, and now that is my second one on normal art. So if we can get the alternate art, that would be even better. But I've been able to play test a little bit, and I kind of have a fine-tuned deck, but I need to keep playing to get more familiarity with it, because there are some decks that out there that just kind of change things up and you might not have their out for it. So you guys will see, like I said, a deck profile specifically for the CBs, how I currently play it and what I'm currently doing. But I would like to do more locals to see, now that the GD03 stuff is out, I can actually kind of play with it and see how it is. And we have Penelope Middle Form, which is a card that I actually was thinking about using in a blue-white deck, because with obviously Penelope, this deploy, choose one or two, or choose 1 to 2 enemies with 3 or less HP and rest them. So this makes it where they have a couple blockers out, you can go ahead and rest them and do what you want to do. And that is it for that side. So we're going to go ahead and pull this box cover off and go ahead and start opening up the other side as well. So yeah, hopefully everyone is getting their pulls. I know a lot of people have been getting some really good pulls from like Target and Walmart. I personally have yet to see them at my local Target, and my Walmart kind of sucks a little bit. I don't see Gundam there, so I don't know, I haven't personally been having great luck with it because I personally don't have any over here. But I've seen a lot of people post on their Facebook group, and it's really cool to see some of the polls that people have gotten just for buying the last 5 or anything like that. That seems to always happen. I know there's a meme by that, like people say they bought the last pack and then inside there was the plus or something crazy. I've seen some memes going around, but sometimes the ratio on a box is different than those single pulls you get from the sleeves. So I'm curious to see if I can find a few of them out in the wild and see what my chances are on that as well. We got Bridge Crew and Freedom Gundam, so our next LR when it comes to it. Now, Bridge Crew, I think, is one of those cards that on CB is going to be really nice when it comes to it. It's going to be really nice when it comes to like maybe 2v2s, because it talks about being a friendly unit in play. You can choose one of your friendly units. So that can work with maybe the 2v2 stuff. I'm just not a huge fan of it currently right now. I think I play tested it, and I also play tested with this one too, this flight mode. Just wasn't a huge fan of it, me personally. All right, so we got our second Providence Gundam. Again, the second one because we've opened another box before. So we have that. So we still have one more alternate art. We have one resource to grab, and maybe an SP. I'm hoping 3 of these boxes, we should at least maybe get 1. If we get 2 SPs, great, because we already got 1 SP. But if we can get 3, even better. So I see something very, very, very shiny all the way on the edge. You guys can barely see that. I don't want to mess it up anymore, but let's see what it is as we get closer. I see it being very, very shiny. We got Commander and oh, Jesus! This is our second Mikazuki. Bro, that's insane. Our second SP Mikazuki. That is really insane. I think this is going to be a card that people are going to want to pick up to bling out their Barbatos deck. And we pulled our second one. So let's go ahead and put that into sleeve. I should have did this with the one as well. These are new ones. So let's see if we can find. There they are. We have another Mika. It was super duper shiny. I knew something was going on with there. So let's go ahead and put one for the O as well. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and put that there. There we go. All right. So I'm going to put one away like the way I had before, but then we're going to put the one we pulled right here. And let's go ahead and start sleeving up the other ones as well. Really awesome pull. So technically we got our SP from this box, which is really nice. You're not guaranteed, but the pull race people were saying that every 2 to 3 boxes you should get 1 SP. That's what I've been seeing and hearing from the Facebook groups. So with that being said, I was able to pull 2 of the Mikas, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and try to find this. These sleeves are all brand new, so I need to kind of open them up, but that is really cool. So we got 2 SPs in 2 boxes recently, so I'm hoping that we get maybe 1 to 2 more. If we get somehow 3 more, 1 in each box, this would be a crazy insane pull. But again, what we're looking for specifically is that Trans Am Plus. That is what we're really looking for specifically. All right, so let's leave that right there for right now, and we'll leave the LRs there. Really, really awesome. Let's see if we can bring this a little closer so you guys can see it. That is really, really awesome. I really do like the text. Obviously, the camera is not doing it justice, but I kind of just want to make sure you guys can kind of see that. All right, perfect. Awesome, awesome. So we still got 1 alternate art and our foil resource. So let's see if we can get, again, Trans Am Plus or Look of Determination is my chase card right now, just to finish my stuff, because I really want to finish my CBs without having to obviously dish any cash out specifically. So we have this. But this is the pilot that I was thinking about looking into. This is the unit that I'm thinking about looking into. This works with any purple deck. As long as you have a purple pilot that's paired into it, level 2 or lower unit can get destroyed on your opponent's side. Something that can deal possibly with aggro or even tokens. So I think it's really nice to have. I might look into that. I believe that's from the new IBO stuff. I could be wrong. I have yet to watch the double feature thing. I'm hoping that they do release it on not Toonami, on Crunchyroll or something, or I can find it and stream it. Hey, okay, so we got our foil resource, and it is Providence Gundam. Let's go ahead and pull that up. It is Providence Gundam foil resource. Looks really cool. Okay. Now, for me personally, I only watched some of the C stuff. C did not catch my attention. So because of that, I didn't really actually, finish watching a lot of the C stuff. So I don't really know too much of the Providence Gundam and stuff like that. So something that I may have to go back and watch now that this stuff is out. And I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat as I am. They might not have watched maybe the anime specifically, or they might want a refresher of what it was because now this stuff is out. That was me for sure. When it came to IBO, I had to rewatch it again to see, and I just finished rewatching Zeta, which is really cool to see as well. It kind of gives you those memories back as you were watching them. And okay, we have our alternate art, and it is Unicorn Destroy mode. And we have also improved technique. So let's go ahead and put this to the side. And this is our alternate art. So let's go ahead and grab a sleeve. Okay, so we got 1 LR plus, and we got also an R plus, or a U, correction, it's an uncommon. So there goes our pulls for that. So let's see what else can we get specifically from here. I don't know, maybe we still get a chance for a plus plus, maybe, just maybe. I've been seeing a lot of people pulling the plus plus resource, which looks really awesome. I am still kind of disappointed that Exia did not get a plus plus, which is fine because I did not want to spend that much to get at least one of the plus pluses. Imagine just having 3 or 4 of them. That's crazy. But I probably would have gotten at least one if they did have a plus plus for Exia, Trans Am. So we're almost done with this box. We did get another Virtue, which is nice, and we also got Krios as well, which is nice. I'm also looking for the Virtue as well, so worst case scenario, if one of the boxes doesn't have what we not want, at least if they can have that Virtue, which is really cool. Something that I'm looking into putting in my deck. I have it as a 2 of currently, but it'd be really nice to see the alternate art as well. So obviously we already burned through our resources and alternate arts. Okay, we have another LR here. We have, let me take the rare out. We have Gundam NT1, which is really cool. This is technically our second one. We did get one from the previous box that was not shown on camera. So this is our NT1 as well. Really cool. We got 2 more left. Let's see if we can somehow squeeze a plus in here. Because again, we already got our SP. We got our alternate Rs. The only thing left would be probably another rare / possibly plus or just a bunch of rares. I don't think we're done with... I think we might be done with all the LRs. Oh, never mind. We got Gundam Barbatos Lupus, which is really awesome because we do want this. So that probably is now our last LR from this, with our last pack coming up next. Again, something that's really, really strong. Definitely going to want to have probably 3 to 4 of those. I don't think I'm going to run 4. I think you might clog your hand by having that. Actually, that's just a normal rare. I thought that was a special holo. So I don't know about having more than 3 in a deck. I've seen a few people make a post online that they had 2. You have to see like, what your playstyle is. If you're going to be able to dump a lot in the grave or just use it for like, end game boss, which it is, and being able to destroy things. So this should be just rares, and it is just rare. So no plus on this one. But still really, really solid pulls on here. We can kind of go over just briefly. We got Gundam Lupus. We have NT1 Age Normal Camper. I have Trans-Am, Freedom, Providence, and the O. And then for our hits, we have the SP. We have Mikazuki, we have full Unicorn Destroy mode, and also the O, which is also really cool as well. So we will leave this just like this when we do our next box. And also our foil resource was the Providence Gundam. So we'll leave this all the way over here. You can still kind of see things. Put our resource here, put the LRs here, put this here. And what we'll do is we'll leave a space somewhere over here just in case we get an actual plus. All right, how to find the knife is underneath all the sleeves. So let's go ahead and open up our next box here. All right, but I'm curious what everyone's pulls are. Did everyone get what they want? What are you chasing? I think with the new set, now that we have, new tournaments, the locals are now going to have these packs. I think it's really nice to see, fresh packs that we can actually want and pull for and play. Because I was already done with GD02 stuff. Getting the packs, unless you got alternate Rs that you can probably trade or sell, or you were chasing for, like it really didn't matter for me to keep getting more of those packs. So let's go ahead and open this up. We will do the same like we did before. We will do right side first. Right side is full. Hopefully it's full of good cards. We'll bring this to the side and keep this over here. Perfect. All right, box number 2. I don't think I am missing any commons or uncommons. I think now I already have a play set of everything, like the Zero Gundam. I think I pretty much have everything we need. Wow, we already got our first alternate art. It is the Titan Masala. We have Masala here as the alternate art, which we have it over here too. So let's bring out the normal one as well. Here it is. So let's see if we can show people who might be interested in seeing the alternate arts. This is the same art. Let me put it here. This is the same one, but in the alternate rare, which has Jupiter in the back for the Jupiter's traits, which is really cool on that. So really awesome. We got our first alternate art in our first pack too, which is kind of crazy. And then our rare as well. So let's go ahead and sleeve the alternate art up. Again, I'm still hoping to get the Trans-Am Plus. I really would like to see that. So seeing one go away early kind of disheartening, but maybe someone might be looking to, actually put the rare. Maybe someone might be interested in that. Maybe someone out there is making a Titan deck and they want that. I think personally, I think the card is actually pretty cool. Like I said, this one is the blocker and repair one, the first of its kind, which is really nice to see. To block, and then you can repair one as well, and then you can kind of heal it if you wanted to. So there are some cool things you can do. Here's another Penelope. Again, I'm thinking about making something around that card with the Penelope stuff. I think that deck looks really awesome, and the fact that if blockers are still somewhat in the meta, and they are still being used a lot, seeing those cards like that being able to rest units is also really awesome as well. So let's see what else we get. We're skipping again, obviously, all the rares and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Our first G-Quux Omega Sukamu. This is the LR, okay, and then here is the rare. So we go ahead and put that there, and let's go ahead and sleeve up the LR so we can stay on our game and keep our rotations of, you know, putting in the sleeve once we get an LR. Boom, perfect, awesome. So we'll keep all the LRs together. That is our first LR. Yeah, I think that's our first LR. So let's see if we can get this going. And hopefully, like I said, maybe we do get an A++ in this. If it does, you guys know what you guys have to do. All right, so we have 2 rares here. Awesome. Go ahead and put that there. I am curious to see with Wing getting that special base. That special base... that 6 level base that can heal a level 6 or higher is going to be insane. Which I think I saw the price of alternate art Wing 0 being pretty much brought out, buying up all the alternate arts because they want to have it all blinged out is crazy. I think the last time I saw it was maybe $150 to a couple $100 now. Now it skyrocketed to like $300 to $400. I think I saw. Could be wrong. Oh, okay. We have O Gundam, but I would like to see if we get, you know, what we want behind here. Let's see. What do we get? Is this a no, I was gonna say, is this a aforementioned to let us know that we're gonna get something good? Nothing here specifically. But I do need to look through all the commons and the rares and uncommons because a lot of those cards kind of get overlooked. Some of them are actually really good. It's just they don't have a rarity for it. So I do need to see what that looks like and kind of go through that. That's something that I will be doing later, is looking through all the commons and rares to see if there's something that I would like from there. Okay, we have Grand Union Flag. I don't think I had this from the other box. I could be wrong. So that might be our first one potentially. Something that is really nice. Very interesting. People were getting confused maybe with the effect on here, but it is really nice. But it's also very situational too, because it is only 3 HP with the pilot. So it is nice that you can have something that you can have high maneuver. But I also think that it can be very situational as well. There's ways you can get around it. There's ways you can force it. And now with CBs can forget about high maneuver, just say, hey, come over here with armed intervention. Just, you know, kind of like plays around with high maneuver and forces your opponent to now attack another unit. Okay, nothing here specifically. I know everyone been talking about this card as well as a way to draw. I'm going to look into that as well. Again, I haven't really looked too much into these cards. I've only been looking and focusing on the CB stuff because I kind of really want to focus on stuff immediately just so I can have a deck so I can start off right away and physically start playtesting it, not just using it online. I know a lot of people like to do that. I personally am not one. Whoa! Okay, so our second alternate art is Freedom Gundam. That art looks insane. That art looks insane. All right, let's go ahead and put that in the sleeve immediately. And I'll show you guys what the normal art LR looks like. So we did get a LR plus here. So let's go ahead and put that in here. That LR looks insane. Let's go ahead and put this away with this. Where is the rare? There's the rare bridge crew. Okay. And let's go ahead and show everyone what the normal one looks like, just in case you want to see it side by side. Have it here. Perfect. All right. All right. So These are, let me pull it over here. These are the Freedom Gundam. So this is the alternate art of this one right here, which looks insane. I know a lot of people are probably going to want this card as well, which is fine because, again, I really want the Trans Am specifically one. So if I find, I don't know what the values of these are going to be, but I feel like Freedom Gundam is going to be up there for sure. And I'm just looking for Trans Am Plus. Now, unfortunately, none of these will be for trade or for sale. I don't really do anything online, and I really don't do shipping. So unfortunately, just in case you were wondering and you wanted to message me, sorry. So we already got through our 2 alternate arts. So there goes our alternate art. So no look at determination or Trans Am, but we still might get a plus, and we might even get a SP. So let's see what else we get with these packs. We're only almost halfway. We're almost halfway to the end of the second box. So, oh, you guys might have got a sneak peek at something. Nope, nothing. Here's that Gundam Virtue, which, again, now we have 3 of them or 4 of them, so that's good. I don't need a play set. I don't need more than a play set, but I am looking for the alternate art specifically for that one as well. So, we still got one more box, so hopefully we can still get what we want from those pulls. All right, so let's see what the last one on this side is. Okay, Gundam Barbatos Lupus. With Lupus here, we can go ahead and sleeve that up. That is our 3rd or 4th one. We might even have a playset already just from the 3 boxes. I could be wrong. I have to double check. I don't think I got the alternate art, so this would be our 3rd one then. This would be our 3rd one. Let's put our LR right here. That would be our 3rd one, which honestly, I think 3 is probably where you're going to be at anyway when you're playing with it. I could be wrong, depending on, maybe you play it. If you're playing it right now, maybe you can let me know. But I'm pretty sure that probably 3 is probably where you're going to really want to be with your ratios. All right, so we got a bunch of LRs still to go through, a possible SP, and we have our foil resource still to be looking for. So let's see what else we can find. All right, nothing there. Perfect. I think what would be nice if I can get a foil resource would be Dynamis or Exia. Those would be really nice. I actually was surprised. Oh, okay. I think I see something shiny. I think I see something extremely shiny, guys. I might have just taken a quick peek, not because I wanted to. I think I'm literally might be getting goosebumps if I saw what I just saw. Let's see. I'm going to do one at a time. I think I saw what I just saw. I already know we're not supposed to get special any more alternate arts because we already got our alternate art. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's go! Let's go! Oh my God, this box is amazing. We got plus gfred. The chase card that everyone's probably going to be looking for. Let's go. Oh my God. Let's bring it up closer. Oh my Lord. This does absolutely no justice to how this looks. This is amazing. Let me take a quick look. Wow. I opened it and I saw like the gold text on top. So I saw this being gold, and I'm like, huh, why would it be gold? And I don't think I've ever seen it be gold before. And then I just happened to see it says LR plus. And I said, we cannot get another plus. And then immediately, you guys can't see it because I'm wearing a shirt. I had goosebumps because I'm like, I think I'd see a plus. I think I see a plus. And here we go with gfred plus. All right, not holding it. Let's go ahead and put that into a sleeve immediately. I might need to grab a top loader as well. Bear with me as I put this in the sleeve. Whoops. I put this in the sleeve. And we're going to do a shortcut to the video here because I'm going to grab a top loader for this. So be right back. All right. So it wasn't too long of a thing. I actually just got some cars in the mail. So they came with top loaders. So this is perfect. We can go ahead and put gfred. We can go ahead and put our buddy gfred on there. Really, really awesome. Let's go. What'd I say? We'll leave a spot. We'll leave a spot for that just in case. And look at that. The box has been amazing. If we can somehow get an SP in this box, I think this box would be ungodly. Ungodly. Let's see if we still, I don't know how that is, if that can work out. Maybe someone in the comments, or maybe you guys will see it like, yeah, it doesn't work that way. I don't know. Now with the SPs, they don't really take a slot for like your foils. They don't really take a slot for your alternate arch and stuff like that. So again, if they don't take a slot and there's a chance for it to get it, we might get an SP out of here and get the plus. That's going to be insane. All right. So if you guys don't already know, we actually got the plus of the G-Quux from GD02. So it's really cool to have gotten this one as well. Look at the termination. I'm going to put this to the side because we did need 3 of these. For our deck specifically. Again, giving you guys hints of what I'm kind of putting in my deck already. So we might have someone who already has potentially one look at the termination alternate art that we might get. So if we happen to get one more of those, even better. I think Trans Am is going to be the hardest one for me to get because I think everyone's going to want to keep it. We have Providence Gundam here. Let's go ahead and put that into a sleeve as well. That's insane, guys. I'm telling you, when I opened the pack, I was like, I got goosebumps for a second because I'm like, wait, that says LR. Wait. No. And I'm like, no way. No flipping way. I could not believe that. So let's go ahead and we got 6 more packs, I think, to open. So we're still looking for a foil resource in here. Okay, we have that rare barbatos adapt, which is again something that we will be putting together. Now you can kind of see my pile of comments and uncommons coming here. You can't see how high it is, but it is about this high right now. So we might have to make some room and push that back a little bit so that we don't have a pile up and it fall down on us. So we might still have there's a clan one. I do want to mess with clan a little bit now that it has a 2-1 on here. So we will probably be making a deck into putting those 2-1s inside there. So that'd be all right. Here we go. We have Gundam NT1 as the foil resource here. Okay. Just talking about that. I kind of would like to see Exia or Dynamis, and we got NT1. Okay, that's pretty cool. Put that right here. Really awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and put that there with the other foil resource, and we'll put these rares over here. Okay, perfect. All right, so there shouldn't be anything else left in here to grab besides some LRs. We are low on LRs. I think we've only pulled maybe 4 or maybe 5. I think maybe 4. Looking back at here, we had Providence, Lupus, G-Quux, Custom Flag. Oh, we have 5. So there's still a few more LRs. I think maybe 2 LRs we still haven't gotten. So we'll see how that looks. Oh, we talk about LRs. There it is. Crazy. And Awakened Potential as well. With the new type coming out, I don't know if I'm going to actually have time because with moving and making content from my other channel, it might be tough for me to get into a new type challenge. The new one that should be coming out this month, technically February, will be Freedom and Kira as the top 4, top 8, and also Freedom as the winner. And Awakened Potential is the promo card. It does look really cool, so if I happen to get into one, that'd be awesome. But I usually try to go into 3 or 4 new types if I can, just to get the practice in. And hey, talking about Gundam NT, here you go. Here's the resource to go with it as well. Talking about that, we got it. So when it comes to it, I don't know if I'll be able to get into more new types. I would love to get into more because I want to be able to test my CBs. But again, locals are really where you should be testing at and not trying something new. Some people do. Some people have that luck where they can try something new and just be really good at the game. I am not that type of person. I do need to understand a little bit how the deck works and play test it. So some people just have that skill. So we have 2 rares here. We have Creos. Now this one, I have a love-hate relationship with Alleluia. This is a really good card. It just sucks that it's limited to level 3 or lower. I kind of wish it would hit every unit for 1. I know that'd be pretty busted and more like an LR effect, but that is a really strong card if they can do that. It needs something like that, I think. It needs more cards that can do spread out damage. Because looking at how CB is built out, you have blockers, you have ways to divert attacks, you have ways to destroy, you have suppression, you have the touch of death with the virtue. There's a lot of utilities that you can use with your CBs. You have the breacher, dynamite, you have the repair, technically, the recovery. It's not repair, it's the recovery from the LR one, from the starter deck. So there's a lot of good ones out there. So I would love to actually see a larger last pack here, fellas, and ladies, just in case. I would love to see actually a Dynamis level 7 or 8, maybe in a Trans Am effect, to give a really strong effect. Because out of all the ones, I kind of like Trans Am a little bit better. Hey, what a pack! Let's go. You couldn't ask for anything better. Now, for those who are wondering why I'm saying hey, it's because literally this is the LR for this. This is the LR for this. So we got gfred here. Awesome, awesome. Let's go ahead and put that into the sleeve. Awesome. Look at that. Awesome. Now, even the alternate art of gfred looks really cool. I don't currently have it. Not sure if I would care for it now that I'm on my last box, but maybe if I do get it, awesome. But I kind of like it because it looks like on Trans Am. It has a T-pose to it, and I think that's really cool to see in that position. So it is a really cool art that they have for gfred. So something that I might look into as well. Again, especially that we have all these LRs, we can finally start deck building and trying other decks out. Oh, sorry about hitting the mic. Trying the other decks out. That's why you try to get at least 3 to 4 boxes now, because you really want to be able to get a lot of the LRs and a lot of the cards you want. And if you can't get it, you can go out for trades and see if people are willing to trade for maybe stuff you don't want specifically. All right, so this is our last box. So going back at what our last ones were, for the alternate art, we got the Freedom and Marisala, and then we got the O and Destroy mode. I'm hoping for Trans Am, another Trans Am Plus if possible, because then I would only need maybe one more in my deck. So I'm hoping to get that. We'll see what happens. I don't think we're going to see another plus, but if we happen to see it, that would be insane. And matter of fact, the fact that we got this, you guys should be subscribing to this channel. Why not? You guys want to see more unboxing like this? Why not? So that's pretty cool. So definitely hit the thumbs up at least for that amazing pull. So let's go ahead and go a little bit faster now. We are going ahead and find no, first one does not have a alternate art. The second one gave us Marisala right away. This one does not. So let's go ahead and move these packs over so it's just a little easier for me. Perfect. So I have a little bit more room on the actual board. All right, see, this just shows me like I've got I think a foil resource here. So I've seen people, I get very nervous. I've seen people use the scissors and cut right off the top. I have yet to really try that technique. If that's better, I might try it, but I kind of know that now we had a resource. So we have Camper here. So we did not get Exia or Dynamis. So that is for that. Let's go ahead and put that over here with the other resources after we sleeve it up. These sleeves, these inner sleeves are insane. Okay, perfect. There goes that. So we got our resource there. We can still potentially, maybe we'll get a plus resource. If we do, I think the Gundam guys out there are probably telling me, hey, you should probably try out gfred. If we happen to get it. If we happen to get the other plus, that would be insane. All right, we have Gundam Age Normal here and Marisala. So let's go ahead and sleeve that one up as well. Again, when I get a chance after this video, we're going to kind of quickly upload this video and post it. I kind of have a thumbnail. I might even put that in the thumbnail as well. The plus. And also this was also a really good hit as well. The fact that we got 2 now is really cool. I don't know about getting a playset myself. If I was only gonna get 1, I might have just sold it maybe or kept it. I'm not too sure. But now that we got 2, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I know some people would just now go for the playset, but I don't know. I don't really care for collecting. I just want enough to be able to play the cards how I want and when I want it. I don't really normally care for alternate arts as much, unless it's something that I really want to fully go into. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go and have a normal Barbatos deck, but I'm running the SP pilots, is like, you know, it's like putting, you know, nice expensive rims or something like that, or like putting something very expensive on a car that maybe is not, you know, you have a little hoopty, not so good looking. You know what I'm saying? That's what I kind of feel about when it comes to like these special arts. Like I don't really care for the special arts, only if I'm like trying to bling it out, or maybe a collection, you know. And I can see why people say for collection. I kind of was that way with Wing Zero, alternate art, Epion, and also Death Scythe. So we might look into Shenlong if we happen to get that. That one is a really cool card. So we got another flag custom and the pilot for Providence, Reilu Kwese. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that there. This might be our second or third one. I don't remember at the top of my head, but it's really nice. Now that we have two, I don't know if I would. Would you run 3 of those? I don't know. It depends on the deck, I guess. I know the deck archetype is not really strong right now, but that combo with the pilot can be kind of pretty decent. Okay, we have Dynamis, unfortunately, not in the hollow source that we would like it to see, but that is totally fine. I don't know if after I blink out my CB deck, if I'm going to try to go for the resources or not. I don't fully know. So something that I would keep in mind. I don't want to spend more than I'm already spending. So we'll see about blinging out the CB deck. And maybe we'll just start saving for our Gundam deck from GD05. So we have Awaken Potential and this pilot here from Vegan. Okay. Now, I haven't looked into like the vegan stuff. I'm not sure. I'm assuming they got a lot more stuff. They're a little bit more buff. I have yet to check it out. Something that I'm going to add to my list. Again, I'm going to look through all these piles of cards and see all the stuff. And maybe we'll start making some stuff around there. Because again, like Penelope, I was looking into that and just... I've been so focused on testing and trying my CB deck that I haven't really had time to like really look at other stuff. So we'll see if that is something that we might look into pretty soon. Because now that I have my CB deck almost done, the way I kind of want it, I gotta test it a little bit to see how it works. But I'm better at testing stuff when it is, hey, there we go, NT1. I'm better at testing stuff when I'm physically with my cards because I like to physically feel the cards versus like, you know, Wing or Table or Mobile Suit Arena. So now that we have the opportunity to actually play test, I'm going to just try play testing it at my locals to see how that deck feels and maybe change up every now and then. And then if I need to make any adjustments and, you know, get the plus version of that card that we made an adjustment for, then we'll look into doing that. But very little adjustment is going to be made now that I have most of the stuff I kind of need, besides the stuff that we need from GD03. All right, let's see. We have yet to get an alternate art just yet. So we'll see. We should be getting that soon. If this is the last pack on the right side. So let's see if we get an alternate art here specifically. All right. Alternate art maybe specifically here. Let's see. So I just also realized that we did not get an SP from that last box. So just so those who are checking, I see something shiny potentially. Nope, but we got another gfred and Look of Determination. Awesome. Let's go ahead and put this gfred here. Now we pretty much almost have maybe a playset of gfred with, if you count the plus, if you want to raw dog that. So that'd be pretty crazy. All right, perfect. There's gfred on there. I'm pretty confident we have 1, 2... And I might have one more on my other one. So we have 3, and technically that would be 4. I don't know about playing with the plus. I think if it's something that I was going to, you know, for sure play, then I wouldn't care. But I don't know if I would actually play a card that I may not actually play and like make a deck with and try it out. So I don't know if I would actually use that. I might keep it in the way it is in the top loader and then potentially hold on to it or sell it. So let's see. Oh, alternate art Zaku 2. Now, this art does look really awesome. Let's go ahead and bring it up. That art does look really awesome. It is a really cool art. I think some people might actually want this as for collection purposes. It's not something that I care for. I personally never seen War in the Pocket. I believe that's where that series comes from. So not something that I really care for myself, but I know some people do, and we'll go ahead and put this into a sleeve as our alternate art for that specifically. All right, so we have one alternate art. We already did our resource, so maybe we'll get an SP potentially. And or we still have one more alternate art that we're looking for. So I'm hoping we can get Trans Am. There's still one left to grab. All right, nothing here. Perfect. We got Pilot and Exceed Gundam Flight Mode. I actually haven't even tried the Flash of Radiance deck ever since the starter deck event. Let's go ahead and put this a little bit better. Maybe people have made a good deck on it. I personally haven't tried myself. Again, we're going to look at, once I have my CB deck made, I will look into making other decks to see how they play and if I like it or not. Okay. Ooh, Altron Gundam is actually a really good card. So I'm glad I got that. That is probably my second one, I think. Did I pull one from the other box? Let me see. I don't think I pulled one before. No. So this is my first one here, but I think I pulled one from the other box. I'm pretty confident in that. I kind of like the alternate art of this card as well. This art looks insane. So if I happen to get it, not hopefully here, and I say that because I really want Trans Am Plus, but if I happen to get it, that's something that I definitely would keep, because I would try to keep all my Wing Zero, my Wing collection of alternate arts going. So again, another Penelope, and also Grazen in. Boop. All right, so we have 8 more packs and 1 more alternate art. I'm hoping Trans Am's is in here, and hopefully we can get that SP. If we can get the SP, we would have went 3, 4, 4, and 4 boxes. So let's see if we can get that SP. Oh, you scared the bejeebies out of me. Okay, we got another Trans Am, and we got Bridge. I was about to flip like, yo. Oh, never mind. But we got another Trans Am, which is cool. Because I will be trying to make a purple-white CB deck. So having more Trans Ams just makes it easier for me to make that move if I need to. So that'd be pretty cool. I know when GD02 came out, that same weekend, a lot of cards were actually really cheap, and some cards were expensive. So you might want to look at market to see what you want and what you don't want, because I remember seeing Barbatos first form that week. The first 2 days, they were like $10, and then he skyrocketed to $30. So I was happy to get what I wanted for the price that I paid, because again, they were $10 at one point. And they just skyrocketed. I believe they're still around $16, $70, $17. Now with Barbados Lupus out there, that also plays a factor into price as well. Okay, nothing there. We got that combo before too. Harabi and Gundam Death Scythe. Hell, I think that's from our first box actually. That same 2 combo rares, which is actually pretty funny. Let's go ahead and put our stuff down. I don't want to mess up and give myself another goosebumps like I had when I opened that one up, that plus, which is crazy still. Still, like, can't believe we just pulled that. Okay, Freedom. Okay, another LR there specifically. I think that is our 3rd one potentially. 4th if you include the alternate art, which I probably will most likely, like I said, probably give that or trade that away to go into something that I want specifically, but it's really cool to see Freedom Gundam. All right. We still have maybe 1 SP and 1 alternate art. Let's hope that we get Trans Am Plus Plus. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Nothing there. Okay, we got 3 more. 3 more. Again, we only pulled... Yeah, we only pulled the Zaku 2, so we still have 1 more alternate art in these pulls. And maybe an SP. If we get an SP, awesome. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, that is our alternate art for Virtue, which is really insane. Let's go ahead and pull that there. That looks really insane. Awesome, awesome. something that I wanted to get anyways. So really cool to see this. Let's go ahead and put that up. I believe that is a rare. Yeah, so this box, we got 2 rare pluses. We didn't get an LR plus. But I know I can't complain because I know people are going to say, well, you know, you kind of got this already, so you shouldn't complain. And I'm not complaining. This is a card that I kind of want anyway, so I'm kind of glad that we got this. I would have liked to have seen it to be a Trans Am, but the fact that it is a CB card is really awesome, though. All right, so we can maybe still get an SP. Still not too late. We still have 2 more packs. Maybe we still will get an SP, but we got all our alternate arts. We got a foil. So let's see what else we can get in the last 2. And if you guys are still here for this long, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Why not? You know, why not? All right, what do we got? Nothing here. Improved technique and just another rare. All right, and in our last pack, here we go. Last pack. All right, let's see. Do we got anything here? Drum roll. No, but we got the O to finish it off. We started off with the O and we finished with the O, which is really cool. All right, that is pretty much it. Those are it. Let's go ahead and take a look at our whoops, this is the wrong slot. Let's go ahead and take a look at our LRs. Looking at our LRs, we have the O, and we have, I'll put this over here. We have Ultron, we got Freedom, we have Trans Am, gfred, perfect, Gundam NT1, we put the custom flag here. Age, we put here. Here's another NT1, Camper, Providence, Lupus, we have Freedom, I saw somewhere. Yep, here's another Gundam flag. Saiku, okay, G-Quux, there's the O, Providence, I don't have a slot for it, so let's go ahead and squeeze that in over there. Let's go ahead and make some room there. We have another Trans Am here. We have Camphor. We have the Age 2 normal, another N2, and another Lupus. I believe I have one more of these, which is nice. I already have a playset, and I believe I have one more of these in my slot over there as well. So in 3 boxes, these are our LRs. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our special arts. So going back from the earliest, the last one we did, we have Virtue and Zaku 2. We have Marisala and also Freedom. We also have full Unicorn Destroy mode and also the O. We got 1 SP out of 3 boxes, but technically, if you count that box that was from another store, we got 2. So if you guys just want to see, again, that one was for that one. And then the biggest hit that we got, obviously, was the plus gfred, which is really cool to see. Let's go ahead and bring that back up. Really, really cool to see. Like I said, you guys cannot see my emotion, but I was feeling goosebumps when I happened to pull this out. So this is really cool. This is a lot of people's chase card. This is probably the better of the plus in my personal opinion, the way it looks. But that's just, again, my personal opinion. So that is pretty much it. If you guys are still here, why not hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up for the pulls we got today. I will be trying to make more Gundam related content. I'm going to be making a deck profile eventually for my CB deck once I actually put all the cards together. We might be looking to this weekend, looking to get Trans Am Plus, and I think someone I know has already the Look of Determination, so I'm going to look around. That Look of Determination art looks really cool, and I'm looking to get more of the Trans Am Plus. So this box, the first box, was the best for me specifically, but the rest of the box was really good for everything, including getting that plus all together. But that is pretty much it. Again, I appreciate you guys. Check out the channel. Check out my main channel if you guys want that video game live stream channel that I use for everything there. And that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in our next video. Peace.